Yo, what's good guys? JC here today for Fitness Gamers. And today we have Call of Duty World at War 2022. We're going to talk about the maps, the gameplay, the ratings, the sales of this great and unique game as a game ahead of its time, and a game that Call of Duty has been not able to top ever since, and zombies took it to the next step, the next level, guys. So in this video, we're going to talk about all those things, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, the retrospective gameplay of this, the classic, the throwback, the nostalgia you're gonna feel watching this video. So let's go ahead and tune in, talk some more shop, talk about this great game and what made this game so exciting and unique compared to all the Call of Duties. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump in and cue the static, please. Well, what do we have over here? Some Call of Duty World at War multiplayer gameplay on me going on a spree. Yes, people are still playing this online. There's about 135 people at the time I was recording this. I saw the numbers go up to like 250 max. People are doing TDM daily and people are playing zombies. This is very cool to see. The game has a very arcade feel to it compared to the newer Call of Duties, obviously. The newer ones, there's many different mechanics compared to how it was in the past, but maybe this could prove to us that simplicity is key when it comes to video games, and when you make things too complex, it takes out the fun and that arcade and exciting feel. I love the way this game plays still to this day in 2022. Yes, of course, it could be a bit choppy compared to the new stuff that we're playing, but nonetheless, it still plays great, and all the map designs were very, very unique compared to now, where I feel like they're very stale, and the game plays different back in the day. Back in the day, it was about who was good, not who was lucky, so to speak, with the RNGs in today's day and age in video games, the random number generators that they're applying to most games. This played absolutely stunning. The zombies was second to none. Everything was exciting in this game, top to bottom. The story mode was absolutely exciting. The way they had everything laid out, it just takes you to better times, and playing this was super nostalgic. I decided to put these clips in at first because it was just me going on a spree. The kill streaks were basic, as it was just a recon plane. You had the artillery bomb, and then you had dogs. They were very, very basic compared to the newer Call of Duties, where you have a plethora of kill streaks to choose from, or score streaks rather. And well, now that this game shows us that with 3 was fine, I'm glad they added more in the future. I'm glad they gave us a plethora of choices to have compared to how it was back then. It was just a basic 3. And then in the new ones, they added it where, like, if you surpassed your score streak, it didn't skip what you had. This one, it tends to do that. If you go to dogs, at least for me, when I went straight to dogs, I lost my artillery strike and I lost my recon drone. But besides that, I think this is this just plays very good. It plays very smooth. Despite the choppiness, especially have some perks for it. I think they have some perks that prevent the choppiness. Choppiness is that when you shoot, it recoils a lot. But besides that, I think it plays great. I really can't find anything else to really complain much on, rather than it just plays great and it's extremely satisfying. And all the maps, they just have a special dear place in my heart, at least, because this game takes me back to my childhood, and it takes a lot of people back to their childhoods. This game was extremely great. We'll talk about the ratings later on. We'll talk about the sales that it did later on. We're going to touch base now on the maps, the weapons, and zombies in the maps, alright? So the zombie maps. So let's go. Alright guys, so this is the portion of the video where we go over the maps this great game had to offer. There was tons of maps, and a lot of them were good. There was Airfield, there was Asylum, there's Castle, which is an all-time classic, there's Cliffside, which was great for search and destroy, there was Courtyard, there's Dome, which is like the OG Rust map, so to speak, and look on the bottom right, it tells you if there's a map size and if you can use a vehicle. That's pretty cool there. Then you have Downfall, which is a large map, and it was a vehicle map. They had tanks. There's Hangar, another classic. Macon was another all-time great. Outskirts was a fun map. I think this was from Saving Private Ryan, the idea of this map. Then we have Roundhouse, another classic. CeeLo, Upheaval, Macon Day, which is a beautiful map. It's Macon, but in the daytime. Then there's this DLC I did not have, was Station, Knee Deep, Nightfire, and I believe Subpens was in the future one, actually. Subpens, which I think Subpens was added back in Vanguard. I could be mistaken, like a bigger version of it. There's Corrosion. There's Bonsai, which is another great one with a huge bridge that you could jump off of, and, well, wouldn't be a good ending. There's Breach. There's Revolution. There's Battery. And yes, there we have those. And then the weapons, the created classes, up to 10th prestige, you'll get 10 custom classes. The primary weapons will go from top to bottom. You have The bolt action rifles, the Springfield, the Ariska, the Mosin Nagant, the Car 98, and the PTRS 41, which is the OG sniper rifle. Then there's rifles, the SVT 40, the Guer 43, the M1 Garand, the STG 44, and the M1A1 carbine. And the submachine guns, you have the Thompson, the MP 40, the Type 100, and the PPS H41. This was a bad boy. All of these were great. The shotguns, you have the M1897 trench gun, the double-barreled shotgun. The machine guns have the Type 99, the BAR, the DP28, the MG42, the FG42, and the Browning M1919. The FG42 was named after Fitz Gamers. I am kidding, it was not. It's just funny. FG42. Then the sidearms, you have the Colt M1911, the Nambu, the Walter P38, the Tokarev TT33, and the 357 Magnum, which was everybody's favorite. Primary grenades, you had frags, the North Degree 74th Street, I believe that's how you call it. This is pretty much a sticky grenade. And you have the Molotov cocktail. The special grenades, you have smoke, tabin gas, and signal flares. Perk 1, special grenades times 3, pretty cool to see. Satchel charge times 2, M9A1 bazooka, the bomb squad, the bouncing Betty times 2, the bandolier for extra ammunition, primary grenades times 2, and the M2 flamethrower. Yes, the flamethrower was a perk, it wasn't a secondary. The perk 2 was stopping power, which was one that people would use a lot. Fireworks, flak jacket, gas mask, juggernaut, which is probably the one that everyone went to, camouflage, sleight of hand, shades, double tap, looks like Duke Nukem there. Double tap and overkill. Perk 3 is deep impact, extreme conditioning, steady aim, toss back, second chance, martyrdom, fireproof, dead silence, iron lungs, and reconnaissance. I know that one does. Then the vehicle perks, you do get a vehicle perk. You get water cooler, which is decreases turret overheat, greased bearings, ordnance training, decreases the reload time of turrets, lead foot, and coaxial machine gun, driver controlled machine gun. That's what we have there for the perks. We're going to move on to something that we all used to love in Call of Duty, and it is none other than zombies. Yes, we're going to move on to the zombies so you guys can see the zombie maps. We'll have some gameplay throughout the video talking about the great legendary zombies game mode that originated here in Call of Duty World at War. So zombies game mode solo, so reading my HDD. Oh, there we go. So Noctur der Untoten, the first one ever. Zombie Verrückt, probably the hardest zombie map of all time. Shino Numa, one of my all-time favorites. And an all-time great in Der Riese. The giant is rising. Face the might of the Nazi zombies in their heartland. This is where it all began. This is where the master plan took shape. Is this where it all ends? Shino Numa. Maggot-ridden corpse, bug-infested swamp, hundreds of undead Imperial army. Choose your tactic and defend for your lives. Zombie Verrückt, you do not have this map, so I can't really, can't really talk too much about that. That's what we have, and then in campaign, mission select, we'll go through all the missions. It's Semper Fi, Little Resistance, Hard Landing, well, really can't go through the rest, but one of the all-time Heart of the Reich, Downfall, classic missions. All of these were amazing and so fun to play. So that's what we have, guys. That is Call of Duty World at War, and we'll go back to the video, so please cue the statics. We can talk about some fun facts about ratings and sales that dealt with this game. So World at War had everything, from the exciting campaign mode, to the exciting zombies mode, to the great multiplayer game mode. This is great playing in 2022 because you could play this game in 2022 and it'll still feel brand new to you. If you've never played it before, I will suggest play it on a console or your PC, wherever you can, because you will understand why this game was so great and how it played. The zombies mode, you know, you could play zombies for 1 hour, then go to multiplayer, then go back to campaign, go to zombies, do co-op with your friends, co-op in the campaign that is, and then go back to multiplayer. Like, you could literally just jump to different playstyles, and you can't do that anymore. The games have changed, and that's the difference between the older games to the newer games, and times were simpler back then. Having tanks and multiplayer maps, huge W, things that we haven't seen in a long time, things that were revolutionary, and, well, quite frankly, we never saw again. You were able to do these things that, I mean, it only happened once. They never did it again in Black Ops or Black Ops 2 or even the newer Call of Duties. 2022 is the year. Playing this game in that year, you would think it's a brand new game if you've never played it. besides the graphics. The graphics could be a bit choppy because, guys, this game is older than some of you watching this video. This game is older than some of us. This game is as old as some of us. This game is probably half of some of our ages, if you get where I'm going now. But nonetheless, everything was great about this. It's very hard to find a complaint, except that for those that were Modern Warfare fans at the time, they liked the modern game and they couldn't wait for the modern game. But that's how peak gaming was. You had Call of Duty 4, followed by World at War, followed by Modern Warfare 2, followed by Black Ops. Modern Warfare 2 changed the game entirely. The World at War was the one before. It was the calm before the storm, so to speak. And this game, you know, when Call of Duty has that 1 year break before the Modern Warfare games, this was a great placeholder game. It did its job and it was super unique, and it introduced zombies to everybody. The fact that it introduced zombies to everybody, zombies was game changer. We have kids that were not alive when this was out and they're playing zombies now, and they think it's amazing. They don't know where the origins are from. And that's when I feel like a super OG. Like, I'm playing zombies now and I'm like, damn, like, no one knows. So a lot of people that are playing this, they don't know where it originated from. And not to talk about the story mode, but the story mode of the campaign was super unique. Saving Private Ryan times 1,000. The different missions, the storyline in this, it's just, oh, the drama and what happens. You're like, oh my goodness, did they really do that? Yes, they did. They really pushed the envelope on how great you could do a campaign. I want to talk about the ratings. The ratings are pretty good. The ratings are not perfect, but near perfect, as it has an 83% on Metacritic, a 9.2 out of 10 on IGN, and 5 out of 5 in Common Sense Media. It was the top 10 game of 2008. It was the top 10 spoken about game in 2008, and it was a top 10 most played game in 2008. This game won tons of awards. The Golden Joystick Award for Multiplayer Game of the Year. Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. We all knew it was going to be the multiplayer game of the year. And then when it came to unit sales, it didn't sell too many units compared to like COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2. But Call of Duty World at War in 2008 sold 17.66 million copies. That is absolutely insane. A lot of people played this game. A lot of people enjoyed this game. And then again, back in the day, everybody would get a new COD because it was the new COD. It was the thing to do. Kind of like a fad. You know, like it was just the thing to do and then it goes away. Well, the thing to do back then when we were growing up, us OGs, it was to get the latest COD or to get the latest game that was out. I mean, you were part of the cool kid group, so to speak. But playing this in 2022, absolutely great time. Not many people are on it. I'm just happy they still have it up. And I mean, I'm probably gonna be one of the last few people playing this. I don't know how many people are gonna come across this video, but I do these because they're fun to do. And for those that don't know about this game, like, this is where the zombies originated. This is the OG of zombies. This is the OG of top of the line story modes. You know, all those characters that you see in the past games, the Dempseys, the Richtophens, they all come from somewhere, and they all originated in World at War. So it's very unique. You know, Nikolai, I believe, Takeo, however you pronounce it, Takeo, Nikolai, they all originated here. And to see them years later in other Call of Duty games, it's like, damn, like, I am old. Like, they grew up with you. So it's like a sense of attachment. And then World at War was right there, like that placeholder, right? Like, you know, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4 was right in the smack middle, and then it did its job. It was great. And then Black Ops just kicked it off to another atmosphere. Black Ops was amazing. Another all-time great game. Introduced the dolphin dive. Introduced many different things, that simple things that showed the progression of Call of Duty. And graphically, it's not an inclined game, but it looks great and it plays great. It has the arcade feel. I was talking about someone earlier, my boy Leo Takumo, shout out to Takumo. We're talking about, and Geo too, shout out to Andrew House. We're talking about simulation styled games, and a lot of games are simulators nowadays. They don't have that arcade feel. The arcade feel is what made it fun. The fact that you could do many different things. The fact you don't got to worry about random number generators, RNG. The fact that if you're good, the outcome that's supposed to happen is going to happen. And times have changed, and that's why this game was so good, because it was true to its outcome. It was true to what you were doing. It's just so many different playstyles, so many different maps. Every map was unique to its own playstyle, not how it is now that maps are just copy and paste of one another with just different cosmetics. It's different. Times were different. The prestige system was different. Getting to 10th prestige was like a very tough task, and to get there, it was a badge of honor for gamers. It was like, damn, that's a 10th prestige. You're like, yeah, like he's good. Until now it's just, it rewards everybody. You could just play for hours and you'll be the highest level or whatever. But no, Call of Duty World at War, dear to my heart, super nostalgic. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, please comment below what else you want to see. I'll try to bring you as much as I can. Get us to 5,000 subs, and you're just going to help Fittest Gamers grow to levels that I never thought it would grow to. And that's what I want to do. I want to expand. We're going to get into live streaming too in the future. There's a lot of things that we got to just get to par now. We got to fix now before we continue to expand. It's a great team of us, and yeah, more things to come. But Call of Duty World at War, 10 out of 10 for me. A+. Excellent game. I highly suggest you play it. If you never have, play it before they do shut down servers someday, because the day that they announced they're going to shut down servers on the PS3, or just for Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare 2, even COD 4, it's going to be one of the saddest days in gaming history. That's like the nail in the coffin for those games. I hope it doesn't come soon. I hope they could keep it up forever, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to be the thing. Sadly, as this game gets older, less and less people are playing it. I think the first time I did a retrospective video on this game, there was about 500 people to 1,000 on it, and now it's just down to like 150. I did do this late at night, so maybe that could have been the thing, but there was a point in time, a year to 2 years ago, where there was 1,000 people playing this, and now we're down to 150 to 250. It's dropped drastically. Maybe it's the PS3 readers are having issues, so who knows why it's dropped. But times are changing, and this game is really dear to my heart, and I appreciate this game a lot. I appreciate what they did. Treyarch, thank you. Activision, thank you. You guys gave us a classic Call of Duty game, and one that I would cherish forever, one that was super exciting and brought me many late night gaming memories, period. This game just, it takes me back. Watching this is like I'm in a time machine as I'm watching this, and I feel old, but it shows you life is beautiful. And yes, it's just gaming. Somebody like, it's just gaming, dude, relax. I get it, but it's deeper than that. It really is deeper, and unless you understand, you won't understand unless you do understand, so to speak. It's very cliche to say. But yes, Call of Duty World at War in 2022, absolute success, absolute fun to play. A little bit of a tearjerker because, it takes you back to when you were a kid. And you realize that you're not young forever. And you realize that things change. And games teach you life lessons. So the fact that this game is still standing and still standing strong, it's an honor to play, and it's a privilege to play. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. We're talking about Call of Duty World at War in 2022. Wow, who would have thought? Yep, we made it this far, guys. So God bless you all, man. Thank you for tuning into this video. Remember to brush your teeth, wash your hands, and clean your ass. JC from Fittest Gamers. Remember that God is real, God is good, miracles do happen. He is alive, roaring like a lion. Shout out to Hulk Hogan for one of the greatest quotes of all time, is say your prayers and eat your vitamins, and great things will happen to you. Great things will come. Be patient, stay consistent, keep your head up, don't focus on the storm. Focus on your Lord and Savior, man. Focus on your eyes on Him, focus on Jesus, and great things will happen. I always close it like that because I am grateful to still be here. One day I'll tell a story about the awful accident I was in, the day I was reborn again, June 10th of 2022, that is. So, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. 5,000 subscribers. We are almost there, and we will get there. I promise we will get there. Thank you guys once again. JC, Fittest Gamers, we're logging out. Deuces.